Namaste everyone. This is how a prequel should be made. मचा इदीदा सुपर प्रीक्वल पढ़ो भैया इसको बोलते हैं एक अच्छा प्रीक्वल సోదరా ఇదిరా ప్రీక్వెల్ అంటే మಗ ಇದ್ದು ಪ್ರೀಕ್ವೆಲ್ ಅಂದರೆ ರಿಷಬ್ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ ನಿಂಗೊಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಐ ಸೆಲ್ಯೂಟ್ to how you have given your 100% to give us the most perfect theater experience what one can have at a movie theater. And this is definitely one of those movies which is going to raise the standards of Kannada movie industry. Hats off and kudos to you, Rishab Shetty. But there are definitely some flaws which we will get into. As a director, Rishab Shetty has definitely gone to the next level in every aspect of the movie. Be it the scale of the movie or be it the story scope of the movie, it is definitely much bigger. And of course, the Daivakolam dances are also much bigger and better. And how can I not appreciate the technical aspects of this movie are 200% bigger and better than Kantara, the original movie. This is one level up in every aspect, in every angle of movie making. This movie has a better integration of God elements and the indigenous people living in the forest of Kantara. I will not give you spoilers of this movie, but the final Daivam sequence, it gives you goosebumps. I tell you, be prepared for this one when you go watch the movie. As a director, I loved Rishab's creative decision of not including unnecessary songs in the movie. Yes, he has repeated 2 songs from the original Kantara movie, but if you watch the entire movie, the lyrics and the situation of the movie perfectly gel for this song. It comes across as they had actually thought this song for the prequel but decided to use it in the original Kantara movie afterwards. That's how perfectly these 2 reused songs fit into the narration of the movie. Unfortunately, there are too many unnecessary comedy sequences in the first half of the movie. Look, I can understand why Rishabh took this route, but as an audience, it looks like a trap and repeating the same template again and again, and it disengages you from the movie totally. This could have been better avoided, and the writers should have taken another route to engage the audience into the narration without going to the easy route of cheaper jokes and repeating the template. The first 10 minutes of the movie is densely packed with information. Look, they are telling you about the king and his trade, and they are talking about the good people of Kantara, and there is the third aspect of the bad people of Kantara. I know everything comes beautifully well in the climax, but the initial 10 minutes was very confusing for me. It could have been spread out evenly throughout the narration of the movie instead of concentrating on the comedy sequences. Unfortunately, Rishabh inserts a lot of references to his own original Kantara movie. I myself counted 5 dialogues which were a complete copy-paste from the original Kantara movie. Come on, Rishab, you are much better capable than copy-paste. Why repeat the same dialogues here? Too much self-reference. Story, I have no doubt in my mind to give 1 out of 1 for this story. It is a perfect origin story which talks about the connection between the Kantara forest and the Daivakola and the people living in that Kantara forest. And the twist at the end, I must tell you, it is a very, very well hidden twist, and it is presented very well in the end, and it is having a very good impact at the end. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to give any spoilers over here. Screenplay, unfortunately, I would say 0.5 out of 1. Look, Rishab is the hero of the movie. Rishab is heading the writing department of the movie. Rishab has to do direction of a very, very demanding movie. And Rishab also has to give a brilliant acting in the Daivakola sequences. And Rishab is doing his own stunts in the movie. Something has to give way to mediocrity, right? And that, unfortunately, is the screenplay in the first half. In fact, the first half and second half completely look like two different movies altogether. That's the amount of difference in or uneven spread of tonality in the movie. That definitely is the Achilles heel for me of this movie. Acting, I would say 1 out of 1 again. Look, Gulshan Devaiah is above average in the limited role what he is given. Jairam has given another solid performance. Rukmini Vasanth's character is not at all your typical heroine's character by any stretch of imagination. And man, Rishab Shetty, I need to know what he takes for food before getting into the character of Barme. Oh my god, he's simply unbelievable in that character. He is good in emotional scenes, he is good in comedy, he is good in action sequences, and the Daiva sequences, ದೇವ್ರೇ ನೀನೇ ರಿಷಬ್ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೆಲೆಸಿ ಈ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿಸಿದೀಯಾ. ಇದಂತೂ ಖಂಡಿತ, ಇದಂತೂ ಸತ್ಯ. Other departments, again, solid 1 out of 1. Arvind Kashyap with his camera is in a completely different league altogether. The lighting inside the palace is exceptional, especially given that this is a period drama where he cannot use any modern lighting techniques at all. It is brilliantly lit movie. And the costumes are so authentic. I don't have words at all. It is one of the perfect costume design for a period movie in a long time, in my opinion. And the sound design by Ajnish Lokesh is also one of the pillars of that movie. Overall package, I would say 0.5 out of 1. Rishab Shetty is giving interviews left, right and center in Kannada, Telugu, Hindi, even Tamil. He speaks brilliant, fluent Tamil. But the trailer was not so well cut in my opinion. And it has released in a very good wide release nationally and internationally. There is a lack of mouth publicity in my opinion. So my final rating is going to be a very well deserved 4 out of 5. The standards of Kannada movie industries have been raised, and the standards of how to reference God in a movie is also taken to the next level. All you have to do is find out the biggest and best theatre experience accessible to you and book your tickets right now. And don't wait until the movie comes in OTT. This is a movie why theatres were built. This is a movie why people should take that effort and go out and watch it with family and with friends. That's it for today's review. Thank you so much for watching this review until the end. And if you have not done so, please subscribe to the channel. Namaste.